Welcome back to the. We are a little bit later than usual, but there's a better late than never. If you're following us, we're here trying to spread positivity in the world. We're here on the Irie Corner, Irie Vibes, and it's a beautiful Saturday night. I hope you hope having fun. I hope you're out having fun. And if you're here with us, you're gonna have a lot of fun too. Just hit me up in the chat. Don't forget we have our subscription drive going on and our giveaway. So if you subscribe, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna do a raffle for PlayStation 5. So don't forget to subscribe so you can be a part of this glorious event. Remember, join the live. Tell us where you're watching from. And if you want an authentic Jamaican reaction, a bomba clot, or anything, you can send a super chat and we do a shout out and so on and such forth. So let's get the day started. Let's get the live started. Yesterday we ran a survey, right? And we asked, eye for an eye. Do you believe in eye for an eye? And the survey came back on a whopping 63% of people say they do believe in an eye for eye, and we are astonished. Kind of explain the state the world is in. Because if we all believe for an eye, nobody with any type of sense or sight is gonna be left. Everybody just angry. Everybody just upset. But anyway, today we ask, is there such thing as too much freedom? Yes, sir. So hit me up in the chat, a shout you out and thing like that. Is there such thing as too much freedom? Yes, no. If you believe so, say why. What's up, Ken Cook? Welcome to the live. Big up yourself. You the number what you the first person to talk to us. Thanks very much for stopping by. You believe that there's such thing as too much freedom? Hey, Sugar Mamas 327, what's good? We're here on the live, we're discussing with topic from yesterday that we said we was going to discuss today, which is there such thing as too much freedom? Bomba Claude Kenny Cook, Bomba Claude Kenny Cook, Bomba Claude Kenny Cook, respect, double G, 3 time, respect, my general. Ever XLVR, what's good? Big up everybody watching. We topic for tonight is there such thing as too much freedom? Tell us if you believe that there's too much freedom. I'm doing good. X F XLVR. Sugar Mama, what's good? Glad to see you back. Big up to Sugar Mama. She would top fan. She always join we live. We always try to keep it lively and positive. No matter where you're watching from, remember it's one love. Talk to me, people. Is there such thing as too much freedom? And big up to Kenny Cook. He's the top fan of the night. Respect my general. Remember to subscribe. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, and then we do a giveaway. We try to do a raffle for PlayStation 5. Not try to, we'll sure do the raffle and thing like that. I'm doing good at Evex. Leo O T Power, what's good? Welcome to the live. We're here discussing, is there too much freedom? Where are you watching from? Remember to subscribe to the live. We try to come on for 1 hour every day to spread positivity, peace, love, you know what I mean? And we discuss, sensible topics and thing like that. What's up, Jesus Quinter? Thanks very much for the sub at EvXLN. You can call me Savage Jesus Quinton. You call me Savage for short, cause I don't, I don't be shaving and stuff like that. Keep a beard, you know what I mean? But yes, ma'am. So tell us, do you believe Jesus Quinter 6349? Is there such thing as too much freedom? Can you be too free? Guess Z6D1. What why your partner broke up with you? Why you think that happened? And do you miss the person? Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to the live. Big up your goddamn self. Tell us where you're watching from. Oh, let me start the poll. Let's run today's poll. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Carissa Solar 67. Welcome to the live. Big up yourself. At Carlos 6349. Big up yourself. You're here in America. The threshold shadow. What's good? We're here on the live chilling. Welcome to the live. Let me put on the poll for the day. Alright, so the poll for the day is, did you subscribe? Yes or no? We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers so we can do a giveaway. Tell us, do you believe is there such a thing as too much freedom? Because these conversation and these topic add up. Because we try to figure out, do you believe in an eye for an eye? We ran that poll yesterday, and everybody said they believe in an eye for an eye. So now we ask ourselves, do you believe there's a thing as too much freedom? We're gonna run that poll next, but for now, we're trying to get up subscription, which is important to keep the community together. So subscribe. Our goal is to try and hit 5,000 subscribers so we can do a raffle and a giveaway. The Soul Shadow, exactly. Soul Shadow. Eye for an eye make the whole world blind. We have to elevate above, you know, the lower form of existence, just beating against each other, behaving like animal in the mud. Only E2 year to Liverpool. I'm not sure about that. Anthony All 3380. Big up yourself, my general. Welcome to the live. Big up your goddamn self. I hope everybody taking it easy on this nice Saturday night. You understand? What's good, Junior? Big up yourself. Welcome to the live. Peace and positivity. You understand me? Remember to subscribe. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscriber. When we hit 5,000 subscriber, we're gonna do a one-time raffle for PlayStation 5. So it's a big thing. We're trying to get out there. Also, we come here every day, just trying to put out positivity. Um, Gemini twin, what's up? Big up yourself. Welcome to the live, Mr. Wiggleless. What's good, Mr. Wiggleless? Welcome to the live. I hope you're kicking back and enjoying the Saturday evening there. And I mean, remember to subscribe. As I said, today message we're trying to say, hey, is there too much freedom? You know what I mean? Wait, is there such a thing as too much freedom? Yes or no? We're gonna run that poll in a while, but we're running this poll for subscription. We're trying to hit a minimum of at least 20 subscribers tonight while we're on the live. So while we do that, we can discuss yesterday topic. I'm from Jamaica, Louis C7H7I. Bumbleclot, the solo shadow. Subscribe, my general. At Jesus, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you pray. I see that your name of Jesus in it, so I know you're a religious person. And prayer go and deliver you. Around the commenter, Alex Fellow 44, what's good? Thanks for the subscription, the shadow. And big up yourself again. Remember, peace, positive energy. Let's do this. We can do this. Come on, tell me where you're watching from. Where are you guys watching from? Did you subscribe? We're trying to hit 47 subscribe. Remember 47 subscribers. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, but big up yourself in Chicago and be careful out there. No, Chicago hotter than a junkie spoon. But be safe out there and thing. Yeah. Um. Okay. So. All right. Talk to me, people. Eye for an eye. I guess you guys like that topic more. Somebody said eye for eye gonna leave the world blind. Remember to subscribe. We're running this survey. So 71% said they did subscribe. We got 7 votes. We're trying to get to 20 votes before we change the poll. Because the topic for the day is there such thing as too much freedom? Remember to hit us up in the chat. Talk to me. Do you believe there is a thing as too much freedom? Can a person be too free? Yes or no? But we're gonna run that poll soon. As I say, I'm trying to get 20% to vote whether they subscribe or not. We're just trying to see. We like collecting with data. Understand me? Joshua De Niro said no, sir. Well, big up yourself, Joshua. Even if you don't subscribe, you're passing through, and that's good enough. Most people think they are. Yeah, you seem like a very intelligent, the soul's shadow. Very, very intelligent comment there. It is true. Respect Joshua 77. Big up yourself. Yeah. But I guess with freedom, that is why so much people feel like they're entitled. And they confuse entitlement with freedom. You understand me? No, I wasn't born in 2004, 2006. Big up yourself at RRT. I think you're a second time viewer. I've seen that tag before. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Yeah. So again, we're discussing, is there such thing as too much freedom? Do you believe that a person, a race, a country can enjoy too much freedom, and why? Personally, I do believe there has to be limits. There are that life, nature itself has rules. Gravity is one of the rules them that govern life, that we have to bound with self to. You understand me? Everything, trees, even though the shapes are irregular, they have some type of restriction. You understand me? So I do believe that if we expect to be free to a certain degree or expect too much things is kind of unreasonable. It is unreasonable. Um, Discipline without discipline kind of takes away your freedom. If you try to be too free, it just never work. You can't do all the things. Yeah, it's all bad. This one say respect Joshua. With none of these things, we just and then I like to say discipline is the shape of your soul. What kind of man are you? What are the things you would do and what are the things you wouldn't do? You understand me? Where does it stop? Yeah, I said I'm glad to see. I was scared at first. That is why I start doing live because I'm like, there's not enough intelligent people out here. But Joshua and the Soulless Shadow, or the Soul Shadow, I'm sorry, seem to have a grasp or understanding of what I'm saying. Uh-huh. Yeah, because you have to remember, your freedom almost guarantees somebody loses their freedom. You understand me? If you don't have any discipline, if you taking up all the space, if you what about the next person? You leave no space for them. You understand me? You leave no space for them to practice their life, to practice their way of life, their religion. We have to draw a boundary, we have to know where we stop. We have to ask ourselves, is too much freedom? Am I trying to, you understand me, gain too much freedom? And as I say, when I ask this question, basically it translates to me in as what is the shape of a man's soul? What is your do and your don'ts? Empathy. I'm telling you, they don't teach none of these things. I said we here on the live trying to build this community so we can become online philosophers again. Ask ourselves the question, solve through the puzzle of life. As the Soul's Shadow say, empathy should be taught in school. They're not teaching empathy in school and stuff like that. I don't even know what they teach in school anymore. For real. Thoughtfulness, compassion, and empathy. I promise you, that's a perfect combination. Uh-huh. If we all operate off those three code, the world would be a better place. That's why I say anybody is welcome to the live. It don't matter who you be or how you feel. There's the space for everybody, just as long as they know that, hey, where does my discipline stop? What is the shape of my soul? Where does my line stop and their start? And we all have to exist. You feel me? So empathy, compassion, and truthfulness. Truthfulness is very important. Truthfulness. And that's such a big topic, I'm telling you. That's the next topic for the topic for our next live if we get a chance to do it. Truthfulness. Because most professionals cannot do their work without the truth. If you start lying to yourself, you're in a whole heap of problem. Uh, and being truthful to yourself is one of the way in which you can instill your discipline. You feel me? It's a lot to work through, people. As I said, we're taking our time and building up what I call our reasoning, our philosophy. You know, if we need to examine these topics. Uh, what kind of discipline do I hold on to? Am I a person who get up and spread my bed every day? Every day I'm gonna stick to this schedule, spread my bed. No, you're bound to your duty. No, you know that as you wake up in the morning, you have to spread your bed. Respect. Oh, seven roll or crawl. Yeah, I got them off Amazon. Alright. I think I get my wife to order them. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I definitely got them off Amazon. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Remember, guys, tell us where you're watching from. Take our survey. Remember to subscribe. Remember, you can join in with conversation at any time. We're discussing is there such thing as too much freedom, and the reason why we're discussing it is to ask ourselves what kind of discipline we have. Where do we stop? You understand me? So once I pulled out my driveway and there was this me and my wife in the car and we pulled out the driveway and there was this guy. He seemed to struggle with drug addiction. At the moment, I think his mom had called the police on him and he was walking. And I gave him a ride. I give him a ride. I don't know why, but I always try to help people. I just, and he's like, he feel like he gonna get in trouble again. And he asks me, how do you stay free? How do you stay out of trouble? And I tell him, listen, you have to lock yourself up. If you don't lock yourself up and make they lock you up, they're not gonna let you out. You understand me? So you give yourself your own curfew, not because you're a grown man, not because you pay your own bill, not because you mean you must be out in society. You understand me? Create your own discipline. You understand me? Create your own rule, and it's better for you. What's up, Dave? Stuff 4Y. Respect, respect. Uh Bargain Green. What Bargain Green? It's not like that. If you're contributing to the channel, you contribute to the channel. Um, if you want me to say a Jamaican accent or something, but you know, we over here talking about the shape of his soul. You feel me? Come on. Comica F. What's 6-7 do? I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure that one out. But yeah. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Remember to take our survey. We're trying to get to 20. We're at 18 now. After we get 20 person out of the live to comment whether they subscribe or not, and 42% say they subscribe, and 58 telling me that you guys not subscribing. Come on, man. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. We're trying to do a giveaway. Damn, I'm using my mouse. We're trying to do a giveaway. Well, big up to the whole Caribbean in herbs, but thanks very much, 5307. Um, yeah, I'm trying to talk to because everybody do like a little shout out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to shout out and promote the channel because we still gotta build the community, you know. They said two head is better than one. The more people we have to, input and give us their thought, it's the better our conversation can be. But welcome to the live, everybody. So, as I was saying, having discipline, you know, having a moral fiber, ask yourself what is the shape of your soul. How iron is your conviction? All of these, it monks. And a matter of fact, let's talk about the king. Do you know that when the king or the queen of England take the throne, they travel the world one time? They travel the world one time before they sit on the throne and they can never leave. The Game of Thrones is based off their life. Understand me? And this is because one time a king assumed power and he took freedom upon himself and he left the kingdom and he never made it back home. His brother ran the kingdom into the dirt. And so, because of that, the kings of England and the queen of are one of the most imprisoned people in the world. Nobody know this. Richard Lionheart left England and went to capture and conquer people in the crusade, and he never made it back home. And so, because of this, the British monarch made it like, or the British, whatever they are, They are the so you see things and think, oh, these people have all the freedom. It's the opposite. It's their discipline. It's the shape of the soul. It's the fine line that they walk that give them their glow, their prestige. Yes, yeah, like the Duke of Windsor. He got imprisoned in Bahamas. He didn't want to be the king, but they still lock him up though, because he had married to a German girl. But yes, the Soul Shadow, very learned, very learned. But yeah, so things like this, as I say, I came and I realized on live you can reach out to people and help put back some of the positivity in the world. That's what I'm telling you. You have to things that you wish for. You have to see them and look at them close up and ask yourself and prep yourself for these things. You understand me? If you are gonna run a business, everybody I see online, oh, they the boss this, boss that. A boss again is much like the king of England. If you have a company and your company makes you a certain amount of money, you cannot leave your company. You have lost your freedom because you have to govern it. You have to protect the investment. You have to watch the returns. And this for this reason, people who are very successful have limited personal life. You understand me? But again, it's your conviction. You know, it's the shape of your soul. It's what you're determined to have in this life and thing. Hello, NASCAR fan. Welcome back to the live. Big up yourself, NASCAR fan, regular viewer. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing a little thing this evening and thing. Oh, we hit with survey, so we're just trying to see how people like we live, how they like we topic, and we did a survey and asked how much people subscribe. Out of 22 subscriber, and we have 100 and something views. So we say yo point something percent. Yeah. So we're gonna end this poll and we're gonna start with next poll. So we know for sure that we kind of need to jazz up the live. I'm gonna have to break up the hour into segment so we can have enough some for people to reason topics, and then we have some for fun. Yes, financial success is just an illusion because you can never stop grinding. Most definitely. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. But with the financial success, they promise you that hey, you're gonna be satisfied. And that's not it. More money, more problem. All right, man. Money is such a big topic, such a deep. As I said, we have to build up our reasoning. We have to kind of cultivate the life so we have the right audience. So when we reach that part, because money is the most dangerous drug around. Money is it's a terrible thing. Understand me? Money should be handled like radioactive substance. You feel me? Sugar, one of the biggest drug around. The British them one of the biggest drug dealer and they got away with it because Scooby Doo was there around to fucking stop them. I'm kidding, but yeah. So we get up to those topic, Soul Shadow, but we start from here. We start to find out who understand that hey, there is such a thing as too much freedom. How much of us understand that hey, I have to discipline my life. I have to draft my own timetable. I have to value myself more than other people. Ration yourself. That's the problem. Joshua 7:7. We must not unite the people. We mustn't. We don't need to be unity. That's like me asking you, how do we get the dolphin and the shark and the whale to come together? Let them be. Let them swim in the ocean. We have to let nature progress. There's a song in Jamaica we say, as cool as the breeze I blow, you know? Nice and easy. Leave every man to come to his own realization. Leave every man to rationalize his own life. For ultimately, the aim of the Bible is to tell us that each man is only accountable for his own soul. You understand me? Even in all the other books, too. In all the other books, in all the other religion, you have a God, you have a devil, and you have man. And man is either he choose between God and or his devil. But at the end, he's supposed to pass some type of test. He's supposed to give account on this earth, whether he's going to return to nirvana, whether he's going to return to heaven, whether he's returning to Zion. You understand me? So if Joshua, if I say, how do we move forward? We don't we move forward in parallel lines. We focus on our belief, we steadfast to our belief, we create our discipline. You understand me? Understand the range of our freedom and progress as a race. There are countries you'll never hear about in the news, Joshua. You'll never hear about Finland. You'll never hear about Belgium. You'll never hear about Greenland or Iceland. As I said, these countries are countries who have kind of refined their way of life. And so they stay to themselves. They're really just now trying to let tourists in. I didn't even know that such thing exists, Lee Marvin. But welcome to the live. Big up yourself, big up yourself. We're over here discussing, intellectual topic based off freedom, based off your discipline. What is the shape of your soul? Do you believe that there is such a thing as too much freedom? Or am I just a madman in a room trying to push another dumb idea that we should have discipline, that there can be too much freedom, that just like Jack Sparrow, 100 year to the mast, duty. You have to tell yourself what is your duty in life, what is your station in life. I'm meant to the best of your ability. Be the best you can be. Welcome to the life, everybody. We're about to run the poll. I don't like to get on like common internet topic, but freedom, one of the biggest factor or the idea of freedom, I think that destroys society is I don't know how to say it. As I say, I think people just stop taking their roles in life seriously. Everybody want to be free. You understand me? If you use the blacksmith son, you first of all, the blacksmith is a very important role in the medieval community, right? Let's take away the illusion. Whenever Soul Shadow, you say it there's an illusion, right? And there's an illusion that we're not a village anymore. We're still a village. There's an illusion that you don't need the shoemaker and the blacksmith anymore. You still do. It's just that they off them and replace them with machine and programs. So when you're trying to destroy the illusion, you have to look behind it. Take ourselves away from modern day society. And let's talk about freedom in a world where we aren't protected by technology. In a world where you still have to shovel the dirt, there's no machine to farm, right? And you need the blacksmith to mend or machine make your hoe to attach to your arse. Now the machine smith's son get up, the ear to the craft, The only man in the village that know to work metal get up and decide he's gonna be free. He's not gonna learn how to become a blacksmith. He's going off into the world. What do you think happened to the village? The village would eventually wither and die. Mankind is on life support. Lack of discipline, lack of conviction, too much freedom. And if they turn on the cog, that is the society will wither and die for real. As I say, if they turn off the machine, them that melt metal and make all type of contraption for you, we die because we don't have any discipline. You're supposed to go to the supermarket to get provision for your family, and you go and you get the older chicken, and you bring the older chicken home, and you teach your daughters or your son, hey, even if we don't butcher the chicken, this is how you need to cut up the chicken if you need to cut up a chicken. I can't tell you how much people had to show how to cut up a simple chicken. Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline, and we're losing all we senses because of it. Thanks, and I'm glad to hear that overcome with Jesus. I'm glad to hear that. We have to really, I'm telling you, hobbies are discipline. A discipline is your identity, is your way of life. As I said, do you believe there's such thing as too much freedom? And 75% no, there's no such thing as too much unlimited freedom. Think about if the monsters have unlimited freedom, because then you ask yourself, okay, then we should have all the freedom in the world we want. What about the bad guys? Don't they get all the freedom? Huh? You guys in America complain, oh, the police, the brutality. We live, if you're from Africa, if you're from Jamaica, if you're from the Caribbean, we live with the monsters, them. The one them that want all the freedom. The one them that really don't have a law to protect you. There's no warrant. There's no police brutality, none of that. So if you get freedom in America the way you want, if the cops don't show up the way they show up and protect their life to go back home to their children, the monsters come out as well. Discipline, the lack of freedom is for everybody's safety. If you believe there's so much, I think as too much freedom, why you don't sleep with your door open? Be free. Closing your door restrict your freedom. Having walls restrict your freedom. Be free then. Hmm? But as I say, we're trying to cultivate this life. We're trying to bring out the positive people. Them. We try to discuss one topic every day that we feel will advance, our conversation every day. And today we say, is there something as too much freedom? Today we're here to talk about discipline. You understand me? Shackle yourself to your duty. Shackle yourself to your will. Shackle yourself to your religion. We have to hold on to something. We have to hold on to something. Else this world gonna sweep us and blow us away. Big up yourself, NASCAR fan. Welcome back to the live football kid. You don't know. You don't know. Oh, there's so much chat came in overnight. But overcoming with Jesus, they think there's not enough freedom. We have to pay for water and everything. That's because we trade in with freedom overnight. When we lived in the wilderness, we gave away the freedom of water and everything, and we said we wanted to live in a city. You understand me? That's the illusion, and we're gonna get to that first. We're gonna get to that next, but first we have to ask ourselves, how disciplined are we? You understand me? One of the greatest trick of freedom is to stay free. I have a duck and it ran away, and I start to think about this duck. I'm like, this duck ran away and don't know. Big up yourself, Almighty Dan. Respect, respect. And if the duck run away and you provide food and shelter for the duck, and this is not an environment for the duck really think it have freedom. Something probably eat the duck. I'm telling you. If you watch the movie Attack on Titan, where the people they live inside, they have to live inside of the wall for their own safety. Oh, I guess the question is now to the people them who say there is no such thing as too much freedom. If you believe that hey, unlimited freedom is it, let me ask you this next. What do you prefer, freedom or safety? You have to ask yourself that. Freedom or safety? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, everybody. Come, let's get this jumping. We must can have a nice intellectual conversation on a Saturday night. Next time we divide the live so we have something for everybody. Big up to Almighty Danny said, big up to Jamaica. I don't understand what that shadowless said. Freedom is giving and taking. No one can have everything. There must be consequences. Very, very right. The shadows, the soul's shadow. Very right. I'm telling you. If the world had the depth of reasoning you have, we would be in a better place. But that's what we're here for together, the like minded, so we can have, work out the or talk about the real topics them. hmm Welcome to the live. Welcome to live. Tell us where you're watching from. Take the survey, simple survey we have and thing. As I said, truthfulness is gonna be with next topic, the topic on our next live. Truthfulness gonna be the topic on the next live. Trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, well, people. May I beg you know a subscription there. Bigger one subscribe. Don't pass on a subscribe for me there. Don't pass on a subscribe. But take the survey, you understand me? And Irie Corner. How is your Saturday night going? What's up? Who is going out on the town tonight to have some fun? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to build this community so we can have the freedom that you share when you're amongst like-minded people to, examine deeper topics and conversation. Yeah. Yeah, outsiders from the group. Wait, let me bring up back this. Remember, for those who haven't subscribed yet, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're going to do a raffle, so you might have a chance to win. My friend. I'm not sure, Joshua, how the immigration thing work in Jamaica. I didn't even know Jamaica have an immigration system. Uh, I didn't even know, but I'm sorry to hear about your friend, Guan Jesus Ling. We're here discussing the topic: is there such thing as too much freedom? I don't even think 80 working right now. It's all messed up. Yeah. Welcome, other Renity 4999. Welcome to the live. Remember to take the poll first. We kind of need 100 people to take the poll so we can have a proper data sample. Do you believe there's such thing as too much freedom? 62% say no, there's not such thing. Unlimited freedom. Everybody should be free to do what they want. And and we have several conversation about it and thing like that. But we're gonna just turn to shouting out people now. Try to get the live jumping, get the subscription up. So when we take the data poll next time, we have good news. Where you're watching from, talk to us, take our poll. Bomber Clot, this the soul shadow, respect. You know, and thanks for your intellectual conversation today. Bomber Clot TP for my PP. What the hell? Big up yourself. Respect for the rubies. Respect for the rubies. Oh, and yes, I forget to say this. I guess whosoever send a super chat get to be the moderator of any denomination because it's not about the money. We just get to make the live be active and fun. Yesterday, passing time was the moderator, did a very good job. Any super chat and you get to moderate the live and thing like that. It was real fun yesterday with passing time and things. So we're back to shouting out people in the live. One near 7711. Oh no, he said more people in ice holding are Asian or Mexican. It is struggling. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's really rough on 80 right now. We gotta really put them in our prayer. But I believe also too in evolution, and I don't mean the idea that mankind evolved from apes. Evolution as in time progresses and time changes things. And I know it's not about, and I found out in life that it's not about the villains. It's about the hero that rise to overcome the villain. And so 80 is facing a villain right now, and I know somebody strong gonna rise up amongst them. And if they fix what is broken and heal, they're gonna be stronger than ever. Art goes out to 80. Big up to Soul Shadow, the Soul Shadow, everybody watching us. Comment. We shout out. We're doing a shout out segment right now. We're running the poll. So we're going to do shout out for the next 15 minutes. Hit us up in the chat. We shout you out and thing like that. Where's my peeps at? Positive vibes. Energy, people. Energy. Where you're watching from, it's a Saturday night. What's up? Oh no, Jamaica is less free. And the whole Caribbean was like a concentration camp in colonialism. You know what I mean? You grew up in Jamaica, it's all about discipline, the fine line, you understand me, between wrong and right. Jamaica is way less free. But you don't know, we stay strong. hmm And we keep grinding for it. And that's why they know us. That's what they like about us. Jamaicans will never stop. But shout out yourself, Joshua Dinero. Tell us where you're watching from, everybody. Remember to subscribe. We're almost there. Almost at 5,000 subscribers. I really am going to get the winner to send me a video. Whosoever win the prize, try to get a video from them showing it. Because after that, we're gonna keep this campaign going. We're gonna build a life. I have a vision that we're gonna have 100,000 subscribers. We're gonna build a community of positive energy vibes. I want to learn how to bring in music into the live without the penalizing the live, so we can listen to some Jamaican music, and because it's the airy vibes, you know, something to take your mind off now, something to let you know it's gonna be okay, no matter what you is, no matter who you is, how you feel. It's all for us, man. We're all citizens of Earth first. The cat, the dog, the snake, everybody. hmm And we all have the same right to life, to existence. as the next creature. You feel me? One of my ideals in life, I say, if there is a species out there, if they're more advanced species than us, they yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm saying if there's a species out there that's more advanced than human, just imagine you're walking through the bush one day and you come upon a village and you decide to observe them from a treetop and you see one set of people running around with hat on their head and the next one not running around with hat on their head and the one them with hat on their head have a big stick just beating and hitting the one them with the hat on the head. Would you approach this village as a sophisticated race, a race with your iPhone, your technology can help them? You wouldn't approach them. They seem idiotic to you. And that is our thing. That's what I think is holding back mankind. I think we'll be allowed to join the advancement as long as we start to accept with difference and understand what difference means. And that's the difference don't mean, hey, I'm different, but I get to shove my difference down your throat. It's, hey, I'm different and I accept your difference. And let's stay apart so we don't collide. You understand me? But let's see what Joshua said. That's wild, Joshua. That's wild. Joshua Dinero. The soul's shadow. Yeah, for real. I often believe that the soul's shadow. I'm kind of sure of it. I'm telling you, I've seen so much random probability and possibility. I refuse to believe that the only species with intelligence is man. I refuse to believe that. That should be one of our next topic. I think that gonna be a fun topic. So we got truthfulness. We might put truthfulness to the back and have some fun with. Do you believe aliens is real? Coming up on tomorrow Sunday. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna discuss aliens. Are they real? But yeah, we have to try and cultivate the good. We have to try to cultivate mankind again. We've been watered down, sapped down, not using our brain cell. Well, you must understand that science and religion is the same, the shadow. So yeah, yeah, and then you must understand that spell and spelling is the same. That words. All right. So science is I don't know to explain because it's a very touchy topic and it's deep. So in the beginning you had the church, right? And the church called it religion. And you must understand that one of the first doctors, the church had doctors and scientists first. Religion is the first form of scientists. It started with spiritual divination and they did other things. They are one in the same. It's just one group of people decide to call it science and one group of people decide to call it church. You understand me? Because if you examine church and it's saying the same thing. One man is saying God created the world and they give him his praise and reverence. And one man is saying, boy, God created the world, but they can't understand it and they can manipulate it for themselves. You understand? Because if you check it, most scientists are Christians. The world only have Christians and a few other religion. Rare you find a scientist that is atheist. Rare. Remember that. So yeah, when you really stop to observe it under a microscope, there's no difference between science, like just as I said, spell and spelling. When you combine the right word, you invoke emotions in people. You'll say something to a mother about her child and she go in a rage or she cry. And the pastor come and he preaches and the congregation feel moved. Hmm. But literacy, yeah, they're all one. I'm telling you. And then you'd have to under as I said, scientist is just a next breakaway from the church. It's just a next breakaway from the church. Kind of deviate and rebel. But and then you have to understand that it is true if you are father and you are going to leave your children them in a room, you're going to make sure that it is safe. You're going to make sure that whatever they do inside the room preserve their well-being. So in life and anything mankind accomplish is just the rules of what the creator allow. So even if as a scientist you get it twisted and you feel like you're working off your own power, His Majesty has already converted the earth or conditioned the earth, create the rules to keep us safe. Just like how we can never fly, there is no technology that will ever make a man organically, not no suit, no attachment, just make we fly. Because for whatever reason, you know, he has removed that ability or whatever it is. Respect. I'm not quite understanding Joshua Dinier, but respect for hitting us up in the live and thing like that. Yes. Let me see how much people. We only got 12 votes in the last 23 hour. Welcome, people. Take the survey. Don't mean to get carried away. I just said we was going to do that shout out section, and then we started talking about the difference between religion and church and understand one in the same. Because I'm sure if you see technology without explanation, you gonna think it's some type of spiritual doing. How do we know that ghost isn't someone smart just created hologram before everybody and used it to their advantage? How do you tell the difference between a ghost and a hologram? And I'm sure we have holograms now. Mm, So take the chat. We're coming up on our hour, but we're gonna extend it. We're gonna extend it as much as we can tonight. I've been giving some short lives from week, but I'm trying to balance my time. Okay, Joshua Dinero. I think one of the things that can the soul shadow. I think one of the things that can help you with internal struggle is you have to remember that it's internal. And most of the things, the conflict that we have internally is we worry about what other think, other people, while trying to hide it. So internally, you have to really focus on yourself and these two things. Do I see life in a positive way? Do I see life in a favorable way from a religious perspective? Or do I see life in a more favorable way as a scientist? What can I live with? Ali loves, big up yourself, Ali loves, blood clot, man, wagwan, welcome to the live, man. They are all a reasoning, big up yourself. Doing good on our campaign. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, but we know we goal 5,000, but we're taking it in strides. So 5,000 and we do our giveaway. But we're discussing. Remember to take our poll. Do you believe that there's a such thing as too much freedom? Yes or no? Let us know. And when we're trying to say the importance of limiting your own freedom, of restricting your own freedom. There's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of benefits. There's only benefits. Uh, People look at self-discipline as just, I don't know what to say. It's hard to try to explain to people or express to people that you're the only thing holding yourself back. Just a little bit of discipline can't consume all the freedom in the world. It have to stop somewhere, you know. But welcome to the live. Big up on yourself. Tell us where you're watching from. You know, we're gonna take a little. Only God can judge. Sealer, the soul's shadow. Yeah, but big up. Welcome to the live. Let's get the algorithm jumping. It's a beautiful Saturday night. Tell us where you're watching from. What are your plans tonight? Clippy, you're gonna hit the gritty. That's what's up. Be safe out there. You don't know. Remember, all conflict can be solved with the right word. There, as I said, spelling is the same thing. There's magic in words. Be kind. You feel me? Enjoy your Saturday night. Beautiful weekend. Up your goddamn self. Remember, hit like and subscribe. We're on the chat. Yes, so let's shut it. Oh no, my laptop dying. But we're coming up on the minute mark. I'm trying to extend this live. As I said, it's a Saturday night. And I don't wanna be alone tonight. Alone tonight. hmm Come on, everybody. Let's get the chat jumping. Where are you watching from? Talk to me. Yeah, but I think it's equivalent bumbleclad to like saying fuck. You know what I mean? What the? I said, bumbleclad, man. I wear the. As I said, I decided that I'm going to break up the live into segments, and in one of the segments, them for like 15 minutes, I try to teach you guys a Jamaican word for the day. So if we have 1 hour live, 1 hour and 30 minutes, we can get roughly three segment out there, three 30-minute segment. And for one of the 30 minutes, we exchange culture, right? I teach you a word and you teach me a word from your culture, right? And we do it like that. Big up on the goddamn self. And thanks to everybody that take the survey so far. Yeah, man. And Wagwan, I guess it's just like it's the same as hello. Konnichiwa, hello, Wagwan. I'm off to get back on Duolingo again. Remember too, man. As I said, I don't know how to explain it. Do you believe in such thing as too much freedom? Yes. I'm telling you, discipline and freedom go hand in hand. hmm And there has to be restriction. And if you find the right restriction, because I want to tell you the joys of trying to learn a next language, of traveling the world, of having a hobby. You have to stick to it. You have to have that discipline. You have to willing to give up a certain amount of freedom to get there. You understand me? That's what I'm here promoting and teaching. You feel me? Just, but I always wanna come back on the live, but I end up doing other stuff because I try to. I'm trying to understand, but yes, Joshua Denier. So I'm saying we're on the live. We're gonna extend we live 30 more minutes. Remember to take our survey. It is looking we have 64% said yes. Do you think there is a thing as too much freedom? Okay, so 64% say yes, they think there is such thing as so much freedom. Okay. Like the data, like the data. Tell me where you're watching from. Shout out to everybody in the drop your name and I shout you out. Bomba clot, man. Mm-hmm. Ooh, my headphone. Look what you made me do. How to somebody know. Come on, people, talk to me in the chat. What's going on? Are we gonna call it for the night and thing? I guess I see you guys tomorrow. I usually come on live between 5 and 10. Between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. I just say positive energy, positive vibes, try to teach a lesson for the day, understand me, grow with subscription. And thanks to everybody. Most of all, thanks to let me find him for his diamond for the rubies he sent because we really appreciate. So Kenny Cook Y2E, we're very, 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 very appreciative of the rubies because that's how we get to have time to sit down here and try to, see if we can mend the world. I'm telling you, have you ever been thirsty yet and you got to drink the water and there's nothing but just a drop of it touch your tongue? Well, that's what we're here trying to do for the world. Let us be that one drop of water, you know what I mean, to quench the thirst. The world on fire now, it is rampant. Understand me? And it seemed like they laugh and say, "Oh, the world been ending ever since it draws close. It draws close. It take if we're gonna count to 1 billion years, it start off with that 1 second. So not because the world holding up don't mean that one day it not gonna crumble. That is true, Joshua. I like your reasoning and your understanding. Mm-hmm. Omar is that. Okay, 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 guys. But as I said, we're about to check out now. We hit our time limit for the day. We're gonna get here tomorrow and exchange belief again. Remember the current state the world in, we have to learn to take with one hand and give with the other. Thank you guys for stopping by on this live. Big up and I hope to see you next time on Iricana.